Hi you all, so we're going to be going over pediatric maintenance fluid questions today. Typically these are questions that you'll be getting in your pediatric classes and might also be combined with your maternity classes. These questions, we're looking at the patient's weight and then we're seeing how many fluids they can get over the whole day, over 24 hours. Potentially we might also then go a step farther and see how many milliliters of fluid they're getting an hour. So let's use an example of a patient's weight. So this is a pediatric patient. We're gonna say that they're 32 kilograms. So we're always gonna look at the weight in kilograms to be able to apply it to the chart. So look at your chart now. We're gonna have that pop up on the screen. And you see how the chart, we have three different columns and three different rows. So we're gonna break down this weight into those three different rows. Our first row is talking about the first 10 kilograms. Our second row is talking about our second 10 kilograms. And then our third row is what's ever left. This is how I like to break it down. So we have 10, 20, we have 12 kilograms left. We multiply the first row by 100, the second row by 50, and the third row by 20. This is how I'll set up mine. So I put my chart on the board, or I put it on my scrap paper. So I have this, then this equals 1,000, this equals 500, and 12 times 20 equals 240. Then we'll add this all together, which is 1,740. This is milliliters in a day, maintenance fluid. So when we first look at this chart, it can feel very overwhelming. You see a lot of different numbers, it's very confusing, and we know we don't get this chart during the test, which can make it a little bit more difficult. But when you think about what you need to memorize on the chart, it's actually pretty simple. It's just a couple of numbers. So looking at the chart, you guys can look back at it right now. A lot of times it'll say times 100, and then it'll also give you another number, like 1,000. And then times 50, and then we have 500 or 1,500. They're doing that to help you. It's supposed to be helping take away a step from your math. I don't like looking at those big numbers. So ignore the big numbers, ignore 1,000, ignore the 1,500. Just remember our 100, 50, and 20. When you remember these three numbers, you can apply any weight to it and you can still get the right answer. Let's do one more example.
So let's take away this weight. Exchange the weight here. We can cut this out here and everything. Okay.
So let's say that our patient weighs 21.5 kilograms. So breaking down my 21.5, I'm gonna put my first 10 here. I have over 10 kilograms in my weight, so I can put my first 10 here. Then I'm gonna put my second 10 in this row. Well, if I have 10 here and 10 here, that's 20. I'm gonna put whatever's left in my third row, which is 1.5. So I'm gonna put my 1.5 here. We have to have up to 10 in here, we have to have up to 10 in here before we can have our leftovers. This is just like our spillover that I multiply across. So we got 1,000, we've got 500, and then we have 30. Because I lined them up by row, I can just add these together. So it's 1,530 mils per day. How we determine this is mils per hour, there's 24 hours in a day, so we're just going to divide 1,530 divided by 24 hours. $15.30 divided by 24 is 63.75 milliliters per hour. So this is how we would solve using the chart for pediatric maintenance fluid. When you're looking back at your chart, all you need to remember is our 100, our 50, and our 20. And then you can plug in all of your other numbers.